Look alive, ladies and gentlemen, sports fans around the world. We are the Millie Goats. We are back. Episode 33. When you're listening to this, happy June. It'll be June 1st, 6-1. Shout out Maru and Tex, 6-1-23. Look at that, boys.
1, 2, 3.
Palindrome. No, not really.
Not even close.
What are you talking about? You're Space Goat. You're Space Goat today.
Hey, I'm in Huntsville, Alabama right now, home of one of the NASA Space Center headquarters, something. I don't know. I got a rocket outside my window. So I'm Space Goat right now, but I am in a hotel, so I might be kind of in and out. Internet here is not great, even though I signed up for the high speed for free.
Mm.
You know, when you got a bunch of people sharing one thing in a hotel, things don't always go well.
You should have just around and knocked on their doors and be like, hey, you guys just
Got
hold
any
it for
soap?
now.
Well, according to the day, I could just, all these sticky notes in here. I could just pen pal them and slide it underneath their door.
I was going to say, speaking of high internet speed, let us be the first to wish you and yours a National Pen Pal Day. We're not talking about the Brittany Griner variety. This is the old school, the writing, putting pen too soon. Putting pen to paper. What's that like? That's weird. I feel like we'll get into this in a minute, but happy National Pen Pal Day, fellas.
Hey, little secret here, boys. I do this for my wife. Every
Ooh.
time it is, something, Mother's Day, her birthday, Valentine's Day, whatever it is, I buy a card along with a present, but I buy a card, and I don't just give her the card. I write her a special note in the card and tell her what she means to me and how she's a great wife, yada, yada, yada. Boom. Works every time. She saves them all.
That's I do that all the time. I love to write a nice long letter. I cover both sides of the page whenever I do that.
Do you start on the right, then go to the left, or start on the left and finish on the right?
No, I'm not a psychopath. You go left to right.
Well, you go underneath the original reading, and it goes back to the left.
Nah, dude.
You throw an arrow to the left.
Yeah, circle it all the way to the top.
You open that bad boy up.
Follow
and
me.
You start. I don't buy the ones that's double-sided print. I just buy the one that's got the little. I go on the left side.
You can't tell them how you feel about them in this little amount of space.
I need a really big card. I need one of those Happy Gilmore check-sized cards. If that was how it was going to be. Speaking of
I need
that,
a card that folds out, where like the old wallet picture things. I need a card to do that.
Like a scroll? Yes.
Yeah, like a scroll coming out of the card. Holy smokes, we just created something here.
It's like a CVS receipt.
Can you
this
imagine?
Is what you mean to me? And then it scrolls back up.
You got to be careful. You could do like a small, medium, large. Like if you go and write a letter and one of your friends' wives gets a small scroll and you're busting out the large scroll, that might cause some conflict.
Yeah, that's trouble right there.
You'd have to do just one size.
We could call it Darren Scrolls.
Hey. Size doesn't matter is what I've been told.
Keep that scroll, baby. All right. So we just invented a greeting card company right there in the first 3 minutes. Nobody steal that. That's ours. We have it documented.
Keep on scrolling.
Check the tape. Hey, this is how we scroll.
Scrolling, they hating, patrolling, and trying to catch me riding. Screeby.
Damn, I messed it up. I was going to scroll Rocky Top.
Hey, we'll take that back.
Okay. National Pen Pal Day. We usually this episode, we don't have Tex, by the way. Tex is not here. He may hop in. We're not really sure. We didn't hear from him. But he may pop in. But usually we do a guest on this show, but since we're getting back into the swing of things, we're going to be our own guests. So you get another full 60 minutes or so of the Millie Goats raw. Never mind. National Pen Pal Day. Here we go, boys. A pen pal is someone with whom you correspond by writing letters, sharing personal events, and many times have never even met this person. Pen pals offer us a broader view of the world. They improve our writing skills. Writing letters also gives us a break from technology. Probably not, because pen pals are probably now virtual.
They're Chat PT or TP, whatever it is.
Chat GPT, pal.
Yeah.
If your pen pal speaks another language, your correspondence expands each other's language. Having a pen pal promotes delayed gratification. Wow, that's a lost art. Once we write a letter, we have to wait to hear back from our pen pal. National Pen Pal Day was created by American pen palist. Didn't even know that was a word. Rosie Thal, who has traveled around the world to meet some of her pen pals. So, did you guys ever do pen pals?
Yes.
No.
You didn't ever? Not even in grade school? I feel like we did in grade school.
Not that I remember.
I was about to say, okay, first grade, we did it.
Yeah, we did.
Pen pals.
I remember that. Now,
we sent it to like California, I think.
Is pen pal just email now? Do you think it's like social media? I bet there's an app.
You could call it email, the virtual pen pal email.
Can you imagine if your pen pal got a scroll? Bring back scrolls.
I think the closest I've ever been to a pen pal, this is going to break some people's heart, but I thought it was great. Every year during Christmas time, my mom delivered mail for 30-something years. Every year during Christmas time, kids would write letters to Santa and tell them Santa what they wanted for Christmas. Well, it was always in a certain envelope or whatever. So my mom, actually, she might get arrested for this, would open up those letters and read the letters.
Don't do that.
And she would, in return, she would get like Santa Claus paper and write the list on a paper and send it and put it back in the people's mailbox. And they address it to the parents. So the parents would get it, and then the parents would know what the kids wanted for Christmas.
Oh,
that's pen pal-ish, right?
Yeah.
Or is that just psychopath?
No, I don't think so.
That's just straight up cool.
That's just breaking a lot of laws. So
yeah,
if you're for the
Hopefully
kids though, for the kids,
feds don't listen to
that's
this.
like that's kind of like a Patch Adams approach to things. Like, dude, that's awesome. You know,
it helps the parents out.
do.
Lets them know what the kids.
Heck
You
yeah.
know, as a kid, you wouldn't always tell the parents what you wanted.
Right.
I mean, it's all about the kids.
I think these days you just tell them straight up. They straight up tell you now, and it's like, I don't know.
You look at their Amazon.
That could be a
wish
whole
list.
segment of stuff. Man, when it was Christmas time, like I would.
Oh my gosh, dude!
My sister and I, we would get up at like crack at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and been racing to the living room and like jumping on our parents, like, you know, Santa came. Like that was awesome. And I did that with my family, and like they didn't get up till like 10 o'clock in the morning.
They're not as excited about it anymore.
I'm like,
dude, I know.
Dang.
We used to get the magazines, dude. You get the magazines, the East Bay magazine, the Toys R Us, the J.C. Penney magazine, dude.
Yes, and go through all of that. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Kids don't know today,
I would have so much stuff circled, you know, like flagged down, however you flagged it. But anyway, yeah.
Yes.
You would start doing it about like this time, like here in like a month or so. You know, you'd start like making your Christmas wish list. You know?
But yeah, I mean, it's like now everything's online, so it's just, you know, it's tough to
point and click. It's here next day.
That goes back to the delayed gratification. Amazon put the kibosh on that, put it in a chokehold, wrestle it down.
Just like they did Thursday Night Football.
Oh my gosh, they started a trend that we can't. And that last show when you mentioned Peacock, I was just sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, dude, what a joke! What an absolute joke! It's going to be terrible. All right, so on the show today, we've got the water cooler debate. No interview, so we're going to get a little more in depth on the golf tournament coming up. Talk a little bit more DFS. Takeo Thursdays. How dare you use other relevant sports news? Intersquad Dad-Kings Jamboree. So, as is tradition, we go with Salute Your Sports, the Takeo Thursdays. J-Vi, kick us off.
Well, while I was getting on the plane today, I read something and I thought was interesting. But then while I was at dinner, I heard something that I thought was more interesting. So I'll start off by the less interesting thing. State of North Carolina has 8 teams in the college baseball World Series playoff.
Woo!
More than any other state. So Texas is not back.
No, NC is the Southeast is hockey's hotspot and baseball's hotspot right now.
Yep. But the more interesting thing I heard at dinner is apparently there's a rumor floating around that's gaining a lot of traction. And that Jimmy Butler might actually be Michael Jordan's son.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Apparently it's floating around.
How can you fact check yourself
What?
right now? What's you
Jimmy
give
Butler,
at least
Jimmy Butler's from Milwaukee, which is pretty close to Chicago. He doesn't know who his father is. He's good at basketball. He shows up in the playoffs. There's a lot of signs
that
that
it?
he could be Michael Jordan's son.
He played for Chicago, didn't he? Come from
Yeah.
Chicago over to the Heat.
Yeah.
So he likes that black and red.
Yeah.
Is that who he played for first? Was Chicago?
He did play for Chicago for a while, yeah.
Yeah.
I forget where he's even played now.
And then
I don't know. But
what do you mean?
I don't know. I'm just completely flummoxed that you're
Like
his
Butler's history?
yeah. Like what do you? How do you just
saying
make
it's a rumor floating around. I don't know if that's true. It might have legs. It might not have legs. But it's a takeo. Somebody's hot take.
That's right. That's about as hot as it gets. Jimmy Butler is Michael Jordan's son because Milwaukee's kind of close to Chicago. They both play basketball. Adds up. Okay.
Oh.
All right. I'll go next. So I just want to, I put out a tweet last night. I just want to give some condolences to the man who thought he was going to get dapped up right after the game in Spoelstra. Like this guy's grinning ear to ear and he's got his hand back and he's like doing the wide-eyed like head nod right at Spoelstra with his, and like he's going in, like moving in real close, and Spoelstra just takes a hard right straight to another person, and this guy's face just drops off like he just passed out or something. It was so funny, man. That guy, just goes into another long list of the videos where somebody's trying to get dapped up and they get completely body bagged. So that's mine. All right, Butch P, what was yours?
That was a good one. That was a good one. I put that one on replay several different times.
Dude, it was
during the
hilarious.
day
That
today.
guy's face. There's nothing better when somebody wants to get dapped up like they think they're boys. Like, ooh, I knew this guy. He's going to give me a high five before anybody else. And then you just get completely stiff-armed to the grave. All right, Butch, what's yours?
All right. Hot take. Man, here we are. Stanley Cup, NBA Finals.
Mm-hmm.
We're Muirfield, Dublin, Ohio, the Jack course. It's a good time. It's good
Dude.
week right here. Thursday kicks off NBA. Hey, we just finished the Coca-Cola 600 too.
Just today.
Man.
Just finished.
Yeah.
Well,
started 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, longest race of all time.
Dude, we can get into that if you want, because Kyle Larson has made the do not play list for us this season.
That mother lover. I had a NASCAR lineup in, and it was on the verge of cashing, but then he ended up finishing 30th because I think he wrecked.
Yeah, he wrecked. Every time I decide to play him and spend that money, he gets like last or second to last.
Why does he keep getting priced as first? Has he even won anything?
Yeah, he's won a couple times.
Yeah, well, I think he just won the All-Star race too.
Well, he should just call us and be like, "Hey, are you guys playing me?" And then he'll be like, "I might not even race this week."
Yeah, he might as well. He had negative points.
Oh my God, it cost me some money. Complete jabroni. But yeah, we've got
I played him too in a lineup. I mean, you almost have to.
Yeah,
because he's got the potential to win any race. You know,
well, they don't price him up there
at
for
any
no
time.
reason.
So
But anyway, yeah. So we've got. It's going to be. I mean, just when football, the OTAs are picking up, but we've got NBA finals, we've got NHL Stanley Cup coming up, we've got softball College World Series, we've got baseball regionals. So when you think, oh, what are we going to talk about? What are we going to do? Any other sports shows like we just run out of No. We watch it all. We love it all. You're going to get it all. We're playing all these contests. So absolutely not. Not on the Goats watch. Not while we're chasing rocket ships like J-Vi is right now. Slap one of those stickers on there. Send it to the moon, dude. Okay.
You guys send them
Takeo
to
Thursdays.
hey,
Now, let's move into a fan favorite. One of the best segments we have for sure. The water cooler debate segment. Drop it.
Are you serious?
Oh my God, you're an idiot. Are you kidding me?
Boom! Water cooler debate. But first, the dad joke.
I forgot to do the Millie intro. Should we do it now?
Do it. Yeah.
I did forget to do it though. Whoops.
Hey, that's all right. Hey, we're raw on this show. Just like raw milk. The dad joke this week. My son.
nuts.
I said, my son.
Wait.
My son said, I said, I gotta have a joke. Tell me a joke. And he said, okay. I said, I'm gonna tell this on the show. He said, all right. What do you call an octopus without his 8 tentacles? I said, what? He said, a chicken finger head.
Oh,
did he make that up on the spot?
Yeah, he did. We do joke night every time before bed. He and I make jokes. We have joke time before he goes to sleep. We sit there and tell jokes. So that was
better than any joke you said.
He said, you got to say it just like that, or I'm not going to laugh.
Oh my gosh!
Shout out to my son for the dad joke.
That's awesome.
What do you call an octopus without his tentacles? A chicken finger head.
Dude, dad joke might be turned into Levi joke.
Dude, it might be.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, dude, it's okay. Okay. So yeah, that was a good one. He does tell some funny ones. All right, polls update. This one's still ongoing. This is from our last episode that dropped on Monday that we recorded on Sunday. The GOAT burger topping. And J-Vi is absolutely running away with this thing. He seems like he's back in his rare form. But the vote currently stands as J-Vi is at 55% of the vote. Tex with bacon is at 30% of the vote. Butch P with pickles at 9% of the vote. And myself, onions, in a very distant fourth at 6% of the vote. So J-Vi with cheese. Got to give it to you, man. Go ahead. There's still time though. I could still catch up. There's still some time left.
I don't even know what to say anymore. It's like I'm expected to win. If only I could just translate this into Millie winners instead of just multiplier winners, I'd be doing a lot better financially.
Oh man, cheese was that's a tough one to beat, man. People love cheeseburgers. We did get
I
a
didn't
couple.
Even go first.
I know. But who went first? Tex went first.
Yeah.
And people, there were some comments on Twitter in the sections that were saying what I said. These are not my accounts. These are not burner accounts. They were saying that bacon takes away from the burger because it's so good. It needs to be on its own. Now you could check. You could
sounds like a AK 3535444.
It wasn't. You can fact check it. Go look, dude. Look it up. So
cheese wasn't even in Texas top 2. His number 2 was a fried egg.
The breakfast burger.
Yes, with pancake buns.
We've got to get his Fire Flames list a hot sauce sponsor without question. We got to get into contact with Tapatio. That's the one we want.
That's the Texas one.
Now, I don't know. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully we should get a northern one just to make him mad. The secondary poll we have going
because it's Texas and
North Carolina,
and
yeah,
and it's North Carolina.
We need to send an email.
Kind of makes the most sense.
I'll try to reach out. We got a secondary poll going too. I put this one up too. So there's 4 teams left in the finals, the NBA and the NHL finals. Miami Heat, Denver Nuggets, Florida Panthers, Vegas Golden Knights. So I put up the poll. I said, which city out of these 4 would be the best to go do some fun activities in? So
Vegas.
It's actually do what? Vegas is currently in the lead.
Yeah.
But it's not that much.
Well, you have 2 Miamis on there.
Well, if I put Fort Lauderdale. I mean, I looked up where the stadium was and where the Panthers played, and I'm like, it's closer to Fort Lauderdale than it is to Miami.
Well, I'm the casino's in Fort Lauderdale, so
ooh, there you
I'd
go.
rather go there than Miami, probably.
That might be, but right now Vegas is in first, Miami's in second, Denver is in third, and then Fort Lauderdale's in fourth. Denver's a good time.
Yeah.
Which one would you want to go to?
Vegas. I didn't have to think twice about it.
I've never been to Vegas, so I'd probably go to. I've been to Miami. Bush, what do you think?
Depending on what time of the year, I'd go to Denver.
What do you want to watch the Leafs?
Actually, I mean anything. I mean I've heard Denver's pretty badass. So
I'd go to concert. Denver. Red Rocks.
Dude, Red Rocks. Exactly what I was thinking. Catch a concert at Red Rocks, and get a kind of adventurous, and see the land a little bit, man. That's kind of what you're
a Yellowstone guy.
So
yeah, he is a Yellowstone
exactly.
guy.
I like getting off a little bit off the grid, seeing beautiful attractions and at their natural state, and
like Miami, state of Miami.
Yes, with the state of Miami in my head as I'm seeing all this stuff. I'm like, my head can still be a party, but what I'm doing on vacation or what I'm seeing is just natural beauty, So
Denver's weird, man. It's like flat, and then the mountains are off in the back. Yeah, and the mountains are like in the back.
Never been.
Drop. It's weird. It was a complete different, like Vermont. I've been to, even Boone for the most part is like nestled in the mountains. Denver's not. It's weird. Anyways, let's get into this episode's water cooler debate. And it is, what is the GOAT Deli Sandwich? Now, you can pick one from a restaurant, or you can just pick your favorite one. It doesn't matter. J-Vi, you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
You can go first. I'll give you that.
Dude, I got it narrowed down between 2. When I go for a deli sandwich, I want a hot deli sandwich. Hot. Mine is the meatball sub.
From Subway?
No, not from Subway, from Firehouse. Firehouse has a great meatball sandwich.
I agree with that.
The spicy meatball sandwich. Not for you, though.
No.
Look, dude, you get a couple of meatballs. It's simple. It's very simple. It doesn't need all the dressing. It's meatballs, sauce, cheese, red pepper flake, oregano. Put it through the oven or whatever that thing is, the conveyor belt. Cut it in half.
Simple.
Cut it in half.
Hey.
Give it to me. I don't need all this fluff all around it. So I'm going with the meatball sub.
Fluff? You have sauce? All right. I don't need all this fluff, but I'm going to put spaghetti sauce. I'm going to put cheese. You got to run it through this. You got to toast it just right. Man, that's a lot to do with a sandwich.
It's 3 ingredients.
Dude, I'm gonna give you a simple sandwich. That's the best.
Go ahead.
Roast beef.
From Arby's?
Deli sandwich. course.
Yeah.
No, wait a second. Firehouse.
Your
Firehouse
neighborhood
has
deli
great roast
Arby's.
beef. Yeah. Yeah, but man, roast
You like it
beef.
cold or hot?
What it cold? I'm telling you, it's simple.
I got you.
Pull out a pack, Swiss cheese, and I like mustard, so mustard on it, but I can eat it without. Man, and the bread, I can eat a plain roast beef sandwich and be happy. Happy.
Happy. J-Bye.
So this is a little tricky of a question because
Happy,
it's
happy.
like it depends on where you're going to eat. You know, you're only going to get a deli sandwich at lunch, in my opinion. If you're going to somewhere like Jimmy John's, you're getting the slim one, just ham and cheese, basic, something easy that's delicious.
Their
and
bread's
simple.
elite.
Yes. But if like you're at a little bit nicer of a restaurant, not a fast food restaurant, then you got to go to the club. It's a little bit more presentable.
You're a big club guy, but you take like all the club stuff off. Like you go
I
to
take the
McAllister.
tomato off. That's it. I take the tomato off. That's not taking all the club off. I take the tomato off. That's it. I'll go club.
So you like a
going club?
BLT?
Club with French fries. Yes.
Where's your favorite club to get? Well, you do get the club anywhere you go. McAllister's used to get the club for sure.
Yeah.
McAllister's is nothing unless you get the chips.
Oh, you know where I got?
Oh yeah.
Oh, true, for sure. My roast beef sandwich, Publix, the grocery store. That's where I
Publix
just
has
had my most
elite
recent one.
Sub subs. The
Oh
best
my
pub
gosh,
sub to me
dude.
though is
That's
the chicken finger sub.
Mm-hmm.
With
You ever had a buffalo style? You ever had a buffalo
No.
style? Bro,
You know
they will
me?
shake that thing
No.
in some buffalo sauce.
Yeah, I don't want that on my. I like that kind of stuff separate, but that's just me.
Dude.
You know.
You know, I only get
chicken fingers
buffalo
and buffalo sauce
flavored
sounds
if it's
good,
in a
though.
wrap. I only get the buffalo flavored if
because
it's in
it
a
kinda
wrap
runs.
because it catches it. It doesn't catch it on a
Yeah.
sandwich.
Do you eat the
Yeah.
buffalo, like the pretzel chunks? The Snyder's pretzel chunks? Do you eat the buffalo, or are those too hot for you?
No, I don't eat those. The buffalo. The only flavored pretzels I like are the honey wheat pretzels.
You ever dip those in Nutella?
No.
Dude, rock your world, pal.
Oh, you know this place, Culver's,
The chicken place?
Wisconsin, the custard place. That's
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
they have pretzel bites as a side. I'm like, and beer
Oh,
cheese. I'm like,
dude.
dude, this is pretty good for like a fast food joint. But they're
That's
like
elite.
Wisconsin, so their cheese better be
Yeah.
better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's elite.
slapped it right on the cheeseburger and slammed that too. That was good.
So there you go. What,
When
the
were you in
pretzel bites?
Wisconsin?
Hey, pretzel
No, we have them
bun?
down here now.
Pretzel bun on a
The
burger?
Culver's.
Pretzel bun on a burger?
Oh yeah, pretzel bun's good
Pretzel
too.
buns are elite.
All right,
Them and the potatoes.
We've
All
gotten completely off topic here.
We're just naming off great food now.
Till it's late at night and I want to eat something.
People come here to listen to our fantasy failures and hear about our sandwich preferences.
Talking about what's the best bun. Speaking of buns, we're about to make a sandwich out of this DFS material. We're about to give you all the meat and cheese you can handle. Okay. Hey, the music worked last time. So everybody quiet on the set. And I bet you $1 million Tex isn't here. He's going to bust in the middle of this music. Guaranteed. All right. Nobody say a word. Okay. Usually we do the interview segment here. Man, I really thought he was going to bust in there. I'm not surprised. All right. Do we want to talk any quick recaps of our DFS the past 2 days? I know I did a few last night. I did NHL, I had the NASCAR, and I had the NBA. I cashed in the NBA. Unfortunately, I played Jason Tatum, but I did cash, so that was nice. I did.
I hopped in that free lineup y'all sent, but I was like at the bottom.
I cashed in that one.
Yeah, I didn't get close on that one.
Free one. So
I never felt good enough about NHL to even try it, but I'll try NBA. But I wasn't close on my picks.
The NHL I've never done, so I might
Which
be
B, you
out
had
on that one.
you did a pretty good in the NBA, didn't you?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was pretty decent.
Yeah, that was cool.
Close to knocking it down.
You
2
were
points
knocking
away.
on the door, dude. All right, so this is we're gonna normally we do our interview here, but we're gonna do a little more in-depth dive of this golf tournament coming up, the Memorial, correct?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go, baby.
Memorial
So this
at
is
Muirfield.
Muirfield Village. This is a par 72. Distance really long, 75, 71. 75, 71. Fairway width is 34.4 yards. That's 49th out of 80 courses. So it's
half.
Yeah.
Bro, they almost had it too. 34.39.
I know. Oh my gosh, that would have been. That's probably what it was. They rounded up. And your average green size, 5,000 square feet, which is small because the average green size on tour, 6,000.
Yeah.
And these greens are bent grass. So the recent winning. Go ahead.
This is the third. If you've been playing, it's the third course in a row, I believe, maybe more that been on bent grass greens.
I played a couple of
PGA, I
bent
think,
grass.
was bent grass.
Played a couple. I think Sycamore's bent grass in Charlotte.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I don't ever know.
I don't
no matter what.
Yeah, it does. I'm not really worried about the green when I'm playing golf.
I'm not good enough to know.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, even if I get there in 2, I'm still 3-putting, so it doesn't matter.
The only thing bent is my tee shot.
The only thing bent is your clubs.
Maybe
after
my
someone breaks them.
club.
They weren't bent, dude. Those are broken. Those weren't bent. They don't break. They just broke in half. Oh, we want to tell that story.
We can hold off on that one.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, we can hold off. Yeah.
All right. So recent scores that have won: 13 under, 13 under, 9 under, 19 under, 15 under. So there is scoring out there. That's pretty. It's pretty epic. The cut lines. This is us right here. And this is us. 2 over, 2 over, 3 over, 1 over, even. The last
which
5
is pretty crazy if the scores that won are that high.
So it
like
seems like
those
feast
are
or
low
famine, right?
Yeah. Like it seems like one guy's been running away with it, and the other ones are all kind of shooting high.
Yeah. Anything, Butch, there?
I missed what you said at the beginning.
Oh, I was saying that the scores that won are pretty like super low. I mean, they're not -20, but the -13 is a pretty low score. But the cut lines are pretty high.
Oh, for the gotcha.
For recent years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this course is going to test majority of the guys, but like them elite guys, they'll shoot up there. You know.
I've got
But still, I mean, that's still low. I like it. I like that kind of golf.
That means there's going to be some scores to be had. So making the cut, got to make the cut.
I think the course. Yeah, the course can bite back. You know, where some of those, if you're in a shootout and everybody can shoot 8 under, then if you don't, you're way behind and you're not catching up. You know, this course allows you to. Some guys have a bad day, they can catch up. Now, 2 bad days, you're out of the tournament. 1 bad day, you could still be in it. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not like a terrible day, it's like over par. You know, you can still stay alive. So
staying alive.
That's
staying alive.
Yeah.
Staying alive. Okay. There's some key stats here. I don't know if you want me to go over those, but no, doesn't matter.
No
key stats.
Which
These-
one is it?
We're not putting them on the screen, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, these numbers. Yeah,
Oh,
these numbers are from number. Should I shout out where I got these? I think we should.
Go ahead.
Numberfire.com. I don't know, sponsor the show maybe. But strokes gained approach, strokes gained off the tee, strokes gained around the green, birdies or better. So
yeah.
basically, put it in the fairway. Greens are small, so you better be good around the greens. You better be able to knock it close from in the fairway. The summary for this course, this is my summary. The rough apparently is terrible. The fairways are narrow. It's very long, and the greens are small. So this is not a course that would favor any of our games very well.
No.
Yeah, right, dude. I'm out there next. Michael Block.
I'm- Pipe it up, dude. Past winners in the
And your
field.
Crocs.
Billy, Michael Croc.
Rip and rip. Take me 15 shots
Past
to
winners.
get par 3.
Billy Horschel, Patrick Cantlay, John Rahm, Duffner, McGirt, David Lingmerth, Wink, Matsuyama, Matt Kuchar, KJ Choi. That's a blast from the past. So a lot to talk about here. But we're going to give absolute. Yeah, David Lingmerth, dude.
Holy moly.
He's revitalized his career as of this year. And I didn't mean to rhyme there, but I always rhyme. Okay, so we're going to give 4 absolute locks this week. They won't fail. There's no way they can fail. And if they fail, you didn't hear it from us. So the first one is the social studies course history guy. Everybody remembers social studies. So if we had to pick one guy, course history, where this matters, you're going to put your stamp on it. Who's it going to be? Butch P.
John Rahm.
Boom. Course history. Social studies, course history guy, John Rahm. You heard it first here. Butch P. Took the coward's way out, even though wasn't this the tournament that he had to withdraw from?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he was winning in
Yes.
2021 and he had to withdraw.
That's the one that Cantlay won, but he was winning by 6 or 7, 8 strokes. He was smoking the field.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
COVID made him withdraw. It's bull malarkey. But anyway.
Wow.
But Cantlay's won twice.
Here?
Yeah.
That being one of
Yeah.
the times. But
So
even
both
yet,
of them have one
he's
and a half.
in second place. So,
Yeah,
well, I'm just
both of
saying,
them have
even
one and a
yet,
half.
I mean, I'm taking Cantlay at second place too. 1.5.
T1.
Everybody gets hang the banner. Hang the banner, dude. John Rahm. Okay. Our next Clarence Carter strokes gained guy. So we're going to go strokes gained approach. J-Vi, do you have the Clarence Carter Award or do you want to be the Green Master guy?
I'll go Clarence Carter Award. I don't look at any stats, though, but I'm just going to go off who's been playing hot and who also has good course history here.
Morikawa?
No, I refuse to play him. Matsuyama.
Matsuyama. Yes.
Hideki.
Hideki, what is his? Let's well,
He's under 9,000.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't have any idea what his strokes are. I don't look at the stats. I look at how they're playing. That's my strategy.
Can we this would be
I know our betting guys would tell us that's not betting smart, but my bank rolls up and that's how I've been doing it. So stay hot.
Oh, how do we find the stat? I want to see where Matsuyama. Butch, do you know how to look up the stats of strokes gained of approach to see if Matsuyama is the strokes gained guy?
Strokes gained approach. PGA.
I mean, I don't know how to work.
He's
PGA.
hot right now.
Hang on.
Well, somebody look it up.
I can't look it up. I'll get kicked off if I do anything internet wise.
Yeah. Even though you paid for the high speed.
I got it. I'll get there quick.
Okay. So I'm going with here's mine. Won't in a million years miss the cut this week guy. Okay. Now I'm going to look down around the 7,000 kind of, somebody that you're kind of dart throwing, wishing, hoping like my lineup would be awesome if this guy just doesn't screw it up. And I'm looking at one guy.
38.
Matsuyama's 38th strokes gained.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Top 40 in our model.
Yep. I knew it.
Which is the PGA app.
Hey. Was his off the tee 79th. Yeah. Ooh. No,
Hey,
tee to green though, 22nd. He got the deuce.
Hey, there you go.
He's throwing dimes.
Hey,
there you go.
And around the green, he got the ESPN, the Ocho.
Oh, okay. There you go.
How's he putt with bent grass? It's his bent grass model.
I don't like bent grass. I've had some rolled grass.
Easy.
Matt Hideki.
Yeah.
Matsuyama.
All right. So there's one guy. You're gonna need to make this lineup work. Now this is studded. We'll get it more into the depth in the but here's a guy you can plug in. 6,900. Won't miss the cut in a million years. Oh, Canada. It's fencing.
Stevenson.
Stevenson.
Get out.
Whatever. This guy won't in a million years miss the cut this week. You can
Is that two V's?
Is that what?
The Canadian Open's next week.
I know. This is a primer for the Canadian Open.
Hey.
So there you go. Now we have a Mike Greenberg Greenmaster.
He got double N's. Stevenson.
No, he's got two S's. Svensson.
That's it. That's it.
Purple Cobra. Yeah. There's all right. Okay, who's gonna be the guy on the greens this week? The Mike Greenberg Greenmaster guy who's gonna tear the field up in putting. Butch.
In putting?
Yep.
I'm gonna say it's gonna have to be somebody who's probably pretty good at putting. And dude, John Rahm.
Dude, there you go.
I'm gonna go back to back Rahm.
Taylor Montgomery's first in putts per round and 1 putt percentage. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, isn't he? He's in this field.
He's terrible. He's terrible in everything else right now.
If he can just get to the green.
Yeah, he should just use his putter off the tee.
All right, so let's go down through this real quick.
I'm going my Greenmaster guy, Adam Scott.
Adam Scott? Oh, is he good at putting?
Ooh, that's a good
belly.
I like
with his belly putter.
Oh, the belly putter. You know who else is a belly putter? Akshay Bhatia.
Have y'all ever tried those?
Yeah, I have one. Adam Scott is 51st in strokes gained putting.
Hey, right where I want him.
J-Vi is going with his gut. He's going with his gut right now. Okay, so there you go. We're going to put those out. So social study, that was John Rahm. Clarence Carter, strokes gained guy, Matsuyama. And then we had Svensson. And then we had, who was the putter? Butch, who did you say?
Deuce Scott. Okay, I did Rahm, so Deuce Scott.
Yeah, Adam Scott. There we go.
Variation. Yeah, variation.
There we go. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's get into this a little bit. So if you're going to take 9,000 and above, give me one guy.
Let me pull it up.
9,000 and above. I'll go first. Who's a guy that I'm going to be? I'm going with Victor Hovland.
There you go. Hot
I know he's. I know.
as fire.
Yeah.
I think he's mentally exhausted after the PGA.
No, he just played last week.
Yeah,
I think
but he didn't play. He didn't play great.
Where's he from? Norway.
No,
I was about to
Norway.
make. I thought he was from Hungary. I was going to make a Hungary joke. Victor Hovland. Let's see. Yep. Oh, whoops. Victor Hovland. He is on fire. Second and 16 in his last two. He's got three top 10s in his last 6. 4 top 20s in his last.
I tell you what, J-Vi, if Victor Hovland doesn't play well and he still finishes 16th, I will take him.
73 last round.
Everybody shot 73.
Yeah.
Did you not listen to the show last week?
Golly.
Everybody was shooting in the 70s and 80s. Looked like a freaking VH1 and MTV mashup out there. All right, which B? Who
But
you
I
like?
think the mindset, well,
Morikawa.
Yeah, I do. I do like Morikawa, actually.
No, you
I think
don't. Stop it.
He's a
Stop
bum.
it.
I think. Sorry, I had this little. Dude, no. Morikawa. I mean, he can do it, but sheesh, you got Victor right underneath him, so I take Victor all day. But go a little bit higher than that. How about a little Xander?
I like
He's
Xander.
kind of due, man.
I was looking at him.
Track. Look,
He's
at
had
his
good
track.
tournaments.
You know what the
18th,
beauty?
2nd, 4th, 10th, 19th, 39th.
You could say he didn't play well.
Good
you could say he didn't play well at PGA too.
I'm definitely going to be playing some
yeah.
Scotty.
I mean,
how do you not play Scotty though?
if you just have,
you can make some Scotty lineups this week.
You could. There's a lot of good talent in the 7.
Him and Victor Hovland are the only ones not to miss a cut. That's pretty crazy.
Uh-oh.
I just did it. That's the no-hitter.
Uh-oh.
Damn it. I'm going to have to change my pick. J-Vi, who do you like?
I was looking at Xander, but I honestly have no idea why I can't quit him. But I'm not going to pick him, actually. I think I'm going to go with my gut on this one and go Fitzpatrick.
Oh, what are you doing?
Well, he's not played good in 2 tournaments, and then he plays good in a couple tournaments. And then he doesn't play good in 2 tournaments. He took last week off. I think he refocused. He's going to come in. He's going to know the course because he studies it. I think he's going to come out hot.
Okay.
Maybe he got his braces off too. I don't know.
So I'm going. I said Hovland.
Wait, do you know if he did or not? Or
I don't know. I'm just saying maybe he did. He's had him on for years, I feel like.
All right. So then we'll go down to, let's go 8,000 to 8,900. I'm going first.
Oh, it's in the snake draft?
Oh, snake draft. No, you go. Go ahead. Yeah, you're right. Snake draft. We should have clarified that.
I'm going Ricky.
Ooh.
Sticky Ricky.
Butch, what are you thinking?
I mean, I would say I want to go Matsuyama. J-Vi is hitting on him. I mean, right there. Yeah.
This is like my love. What's the love triangle here?
Offering. Love triangle.
There's a lot of dudes that I play all the time in this, like Wyndham Clark, Corey Connors, Thigala, Burns, Matsuyama, Ricky. Like, this is my bread and butter right here. I might just make a lineup.
You can make your whole lineup in this area.
I might just do what?
That's what I did. My whole lineup's in this area.
Dude, it's Sahith Thigala. Duh.
Yeah.
You think I'm not playing him? I'm playing him till he wins. And when he does, I'm doing a huge victory lap. But there's also like Wyndham Clark. I don't know, man. He's playing good golf this year.
I'm giving him a break after a PGA.
Yeah. We finished 98th. So he may, I don't know. He took the week off. So, and apparently Shane Lowry's a hot pick.
He's been playing well.
Yeah. And apparently he can putt the lights out, but I don't know. You can't go wrong with Connors either. Connors has been playing really well the last few weeks. So
I was gonna save Connors for next week.
Yeah, Canadian. Just playing all Canada lineup.
Yeah, no Canada lineup.
Okay, now this is from 7,000 to 7,900. There's a lot. So, J-Vi, well, I guess it's me now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm not playing Cam Davis. You can forget that.
Cam Davis.
Calm. But I really, who I really like, I'm going to stick with it. I think I'm going to play Keith Mitchell. I think he's just way.
He's been struggling lately, though.
I think it's still going to be Mitchell. I think this is the week I play Mitchell.
Cashmere Keith.
Yep.
Holy moly.
J-Vi.
Felt like Mike Myers.
Or was it Butch P? Butch P go.
All right. So
7,000
7,000
to 7,900.
Almost, man, dude is hot. Cam Davis.
Dude,
Cam
no way.
Davis.
Calm, Davy.
Throw another shrimp on the bobby. G'day, mate. All right. J-Vi, what do you think? What do you think out of this group?
I'm going with my boy
Emiliano.
No, I'm gonna take a break from him this week. I thought about it, but I'm gonna go with On.
Oh, I like On.
Takes on to no on.
That's right. Harry English. Yeah, right. A lot of talent there. Okay. And then 6,900 and below. We just talked about some of them. J-Vi.
I gotta pull it back up.
Golly, dude. There's some just.
I didn't have anybody in my initial lineups that low because I didn't put the top guys in it. Somebody else can go first.
Okay.
Oh, in the below? Go ahead, AK.
Well, I like Svensson, like I just said. I also like Sul. But there's a guy down here. A little bit farther down. Matthew Neesmith. Dude's got a hot putter. Hot putter. So, well, never mind. That was Maverick McNeely, but I'm still playing Matthew Neesmith.
I was about to say, well, I don't remember that of him, but I wasn't going to I don't know everybody on the list, like every spot. But yeah, Maverick McNeely is probably the best putter on the tour as far as the strokes gain statistic is concerned.
Holy moly.
But all that stuff is always debatable for me. So,
he's strokes gain. No, wait, that's never still Maverick McNeely. I thought it said Neesmith.
Yeah, it's still McNeely.
Whoops, Neesmith, put him in there. Butch P. Who do you like in the 69 and below? Follow that one up, buddy.
I'm gonna say I cannot follow that up, but I will give you the guy I like is $7,000. I was about to say Jaeger Bombs. I was like, man, why is he under?
Nope,
7?
can't do that.
Can't do it. So Shoot.
Dude,
Shank.
there's just a.
Adam Shank.
Oh,
Adam
wow.
Shank.
Recency bias. Recency bias. Nah, he's good. I like playing him too. But all right,
He's
J-Bye.
played the course. He's plays the course too. He's got pretty solid course numbers at times. So if he's hot, then maybe he continues being hot.
There you go.
For a cheap price.
All right, J-Bye.
I'm just looking at these numbers right now. I'm trying to go through these guys and see who's playing hot. So right now, I think, Shink played well last week. I don't think he can repeat, though. I think what I'm going to do, Brennan Todd.
Yeah. I played him last week.
He's been playing well. He was 57th last week, but
but
eighth at Wells Fargo. He's made the cut.
Hey, the player's 27th. I'll take that at 6,700.
Yeah, he almost made the cut at PGA. Yeah, 6,700. You just wanted to make the cut, really.
Heck yeah. JJ spawns.
Well, get a top 30. That's even more of a plus. Then you really got to kind of, if your other guys are there doing their thing like they should be, because you paid for it, and you got a shot there, in my opinion. If he pushed to a top 30 in this field.
Is there anybody else you guys want to mention?
I think that's good.
Because we got 4.
I like that. I just played him last week too. Yeah.
Dude, this time of year is when Francesco Molinari gets hot.
Oh my gosh, I'm not getting on that.
You could put him in your lineup for a 6,300 tag.
That can be you all day. For that matter, play Scott Stallings or
dude. You know who's playing in this tournament?
Lee Hodges is playing pretty well though.
You know who's playing in this tournament, Butch? Got her up.
Got her up. Yes, I see that, Chris. I saw that. I see that. Yeah,
dude, we rode him hard at the end of last year.
Yes. I noticed that. He's 12 out of 13 cuts made too. Corn Ferry must be doing pretty well. But anyway, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Not at this course.
I don't know.
But hey, check out Lee Hodges.
Oh, I like Lee Hodges.
6,300 down there. 29th last week. Gradual incline. 6th at the Valero. Honda Classic, Genesis. That's a long shot. Maybe some if you're doing several lineups.
Yeah.
One.
Lingmerth's down there at 6K. So is Duffner. So is KJ Choi. But then that Higa guy who was leading the PGA day one.
Oh yeah, I see that.
He finished
He's like
dead. He finished dead last at the PGA after leading day one. That he needs the Millie Goat sponsorship. That's our kind of guy.
76. Anyway.
Well, he made
he like dead last after he made the cut.
After he made the cut.
Yeah.
He was like plus 20.
A 77 and 78. He's like 5'2". Did you know that?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's like 5'2" out there ripping it. So that's still pretty impressive, man.
Lingmerth at 6K is intriguing to me.
I just don't think you have to get down that far this week.
I don't think you do either, but I think
unless you're doing like a top heavy lineup with.
I'm just AK and I love getting down here and just like
dude
possibilities.
You go Shefty, you go Rom, and then you put 2 6,000 guys.
Yeah,
no,
I'm gonna do it.
I'm not.
I'm gonna do her. I'll do her.
I'll do her.
Come on down here. I'll do her.
Slap her with Ace of
I gotta-
spades, king of clubs.
That's right. I'll do it. This past weekend, our dock was flooded because it was raining and windy. I was like, man, I got to go raise the boat up. I put my waterproof boots on. They only come up to my ankles. I get down to the dock. Water's up to my shins. My boots are completely soaked. Waterproof boots didn't do anything. They were completely full of water.
Who has water boots that go to their ankles?
I needed waders.
Go to your ankles.
It was so bad. Oh,
What are
man.
those? Crocs?
Yeah.
So bad. Okay.
Oh,
I think we've covered about all we need to cover all the way through the lineups.
I think we
Right
talked to
down the
movie guy.
list. You know what we have to do? We have to play all these guys in a lineup. That's what
no
we should
chance.
do. Should. We should do it in the middle of the
I will.
Wodamaker.
No.
All right. Let's get into our final segment. Nobody say a word. We're going to talk how dare yous and some other relevant sports news. Shh. This final segment is brought to you by Really Neat Outfitters. Promo code GOATS. There, spend $60, get free shipping, 10% off your order at checkout. At Really Neat Outfitters, our passions are family, salty air, and smiles. Coastal flair and Carolina roots make our designs as original as every single DraftKings lineup we make and that you make. That is www.raeo.live. How dare yous, J-Vi? Hit it.
How dare you? How dare you?
How dare me? How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you, sir? You're gross.
How dare you?
How dare you? That is one of my favorite segues of all time. That's fantastic. Okay. How dare you? I'm going to lead it off. And mine is for the Boston Celtics coach. What's his name? Missoula?
West Virginia guy.
How dare you? And this hits hard. This hits home for me, heart to heart here. He shaved his mustache in the Eastern Conference Finals. How dare you? What are you doing? You don't shave your mustache, especially if you're the coach.
You would know.
If you're a fan, it's bad. But if you're the coach and you shave your mustache with a Game 7, I mean, you're sending the worst type of vibes to your team. The whole team probably, whenever he showed up to walkthroughs after he shaved his mustache, was like, Coach, what are you doing? Why could you do that to us? I mean, come on. And somebody probably asked, he's very short in his post games and interviews and all that stuff. He's trying to be very diplomatic and hard, you know, big no cell phones in the meetings, you know, all that kind of stuff. If you're 10 minutes early, you're 5 minutes late type guy. But he shaved his mustache. And take it from somebody who shaved their facial hair during their team's playoff run. Would not advise. Don't do that.
Not
How
advice.
dare you? How dare you, coach? Come on the show. We'll coach you up.
My father-in-law, he's a big West Virginia guy. He's from West Virginia, went to West Virginia. I was down there this weekend. He was telling me about the coach and how, you know, he played at West Virginia. He's just like, he puts all this media in their place. They try to get him to slip up, and he's doing this and doing that. I wish we would have stayed one more day.
Dude,
I could have dropped that on him. But he shaved his mustache.
Shaved his mustache.
In the playoffs.
Not in just the playoffs. In game 7. You don't shower. You don't do anything different. You go as you are from the game you just won or lost, whatever. And you show up. All right, that's mine.
You shower.
You do shower.
I do. I'm not the coach though.
But
All right.
but all the other things like the superstition shaving your facial hair, it's real. So
I don't know if they get
Hey.
into it as much in basketball as they do in all the other sports.
yeah, well, it's
I
still
think there's a
there.
little.
Whether
I
you
think
want it to be there or not, it's still there.
yeah, right. I mean, you're right, but I think there's too much. They don't like the playoff beards in hockey and in baseball, and those get out of control. I don't know about basketball.
Well, if you continue to win, of course they're going to get out of control. It's the whole beauty of it. It's like your beard is better than their beard.
I mean, that's intimidation right there. All right, J-Vi.
My how dare you goes out to McDonald's. And maybe this should go out to me for eating at McDonald's.
Oh, no.
But on Memorial Day, I guess no, it wasn't. Yeah, it was Monday. We went over to Edge's house. I was hanging out with Edge and Quags, and our kids were playing together. And on our way home, my wife's like, "Hey, we need to get our daughter something to eat. It's 6:00." She's like, "Let's just get her a Happy Meal at McDonald's." So I'm like, "All right, whatever, that's fine." Well, that turns into while we're waiting in line, she goes, "I'm just gonna get something too because I don't feel like cooking." So I was like, "Well, I guess that means I gotta get something." Now I haven't eaten at McDonald's in years. So I went to the Old Faithful double cheeseburger, 2 double cheeseburgers, meal, whatever. We got 2 meals and a Happy Meal, and it was $29. How dare you spend $29 at McDonald's?
Dude.
I couldn't believe it.
Didn't that happen to you at McAllister's too?
That did happen to me at McAllister's too.
Yeah, but that was like double that, right?
Yeah. But McAllister's, though, I'm like, okay, I'm sitting down. It's not really fast food. I got an appetizer to go along with my meals. Like, this is McDonald's. I got 3 meals, $29. That's $10 a meal.
I think that's where you draw the
And
line.
one was a Happy Meal.
I think if you can order an appetizer, you've stepped up in a different restaurant echelon.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I think that's what separates fast food from eating out. Is if you have the option to order an appetizer, you are not at a fast food place, you are at a restaurant. Spot the lie. But yeah, that's absurd. How much was a Happy Meal? Like $10?
I don't know. It was
I don't know.
I have no
I'm
idea.
pretty sure you paid like $5 for your food and $25 for the toy.
Probably.
Dude. I think that should be a question that we ask. When is it considered appropriate to say that you're not eating fast food? Because there's a lot of places that are on the cusp, right?
Not really. I mean, it's like you have a drive-through window or not.
That's true.
What are the toys like these days in a Happy Meal?
It was like a fish from Little Mermaid. I don't know.
Oh.
So they still do like kind of that theme deal.
Chick-fil-A has good kids meals toys. It's like books with stickers or books you color or something. Those are good.
Yeah.
Oh, nice interaction.
Because those translate too, because you can just put those in the diaper bag and carry them for the next time.
We'll be doing that.
How dare you, McDonald's? $29? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I immediately I pulled up my phone and started writing in my notes. My wife was like, "Who are you texting to tell them this?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm writing in my notes for the show."
Dude, if you're Bo Jackson, you go to McDonald's and order your food, and that'll scare you. That'll scare the shit out of you enough to get rid of your hiccups. All right, Butch, what's yours?
Oh. Well, I don't know. I didn't really think about it. I've got one, and it's more work related. Does that count?
Yeah.
Sure. It can be whatever you want, dude. How dare you?
Well, I had a set of keys to a lockbox that contained paper. And I'm like, I may have to get in that box every now and again. Well, I had a set of keys. Someone knocked on my door today and asked me if I had those keys. I thought it was weird, but I was like, I didn't want to lie because I knew I had them, and I was like, yeah, I've got them. Okay, what do you? Where do you want me to unlock the box at? They're like, oh no, I'll just bring them back, and I was like, oh crap. I don't want to make this an issue, so I just handed over the keys. Never got them back. So I had to fill in at another spot. This person came around and looked at me and said, "Oh, the keys. Yeah, I gave them one to the administrator and one to the DON." I was like, "Great, appreciate that." It's like these weren't the only keys in the facility. It's like these were just the ones I use. Like you just handed them over. Like so that was like, how dare you like sabotage me and manipulate? Because I knew at the first, my first initial thought was like I should say no and tell them I don't have these keys.
You didn't go with your
And I
gut.
was like, well,
Dude, you didn't
I
go with
didn't
your
go with my
fantasy
gut.
gut.
I was trying to be like professional, I guess. And I'm like, wait
Dude,
a
you
second.
dude, you handed the
Like,
keys
you just-
over, dude. Like you're
Yeah.
a quarterback that just got drafted.
And it's not that big of a deal, but it's just the fact that it's like,
Now,
wait a
now you
second,
don't
I
have
just
any
had them on.
keys.
It's like I had them on my desk, and that's where I kept them anyway. So it wasn't like I had them stored away where nobody could come in and grab them and use them, So it's like there's no reason why she saw them on my desk and then it was like to ask me if I had them. So I was just like, man, this sabotage. I
Hey, you
felt
gonna eat that
sabotaged on it.
whenever it's on your plate?
Yeah,
It's on my plate. I was planning on it.
yeah. While they're eating and putting it in their mouth
Yeah.
and chewing.
Were you gonna
Like,
finish that?
what?
It's like
Well,
when
not
the
now.
waiters or waitresses come over as soon as you put a bite of food in your mouth. How's everything taste?
Or
I
if
don't
your
know. Let me
drink's empty,
finish chewing first.
you guys need some refills? Well, I don't know. There's no drinks here, so maybe. Not that we're shaming waitresses or waiters or anything. You have to laugh at things sometimes. So how dare you, keys person?
Yeah.
Okay, there you
Keeper of
go.
the
The how
keys.
dare you.
Nice
Now,
cleaning.
other relevant sports news. NHL Stanley Cup is set. Vegas put on an absolute clinic the other night when they played Dallas. It was 6-0, I think.
Yeah.
That was just
A shellacking.
Both those
Yeah.
games on Monday were trash.
yeah, it was awful.
Yeah, I mean the Heat took it too with Celtics.
The Celtics just kept shooting threes. I mean, Tatum got hurt early, but that's what I was going to mention too. Is that Jason Tatum and Jimmy Butler were having a limp off early on. They were trying to see like, damn, who's going to be the most hurt to see who can be the most heroic. Like who played through what.
Paul Pierce was there, so they're trying to out Paul Pierce in a finals championship. Get hurt, come back, and win the game.
So everybody's mad.
Wait,
at
is this
Boston.
a thing, you think? Or are you just saying this?
It's the NBA.
Yeah, that's all.
Jimmy Butler's Michael Jordan's son.
Yeah, Jason Tatum might be Paul Pierce's son.
Ooh, I didn't think about that.
I'm just saying. Why do you think he's at all the games? Why do you think he's at all the game sevens?
Supportive dad.
So, all right, Vegas and Florida. It actually should be a pretty good. These are two unique styles of hockey teams.
I
Vegas
think Florida got hurt by sitting for the last week.
I don't think so. I think they needed it to get what's their captain's name? Barkov. He was banged up. So this is good for them. So I think it's Barkov. I think that's their captain.
I'm gonna have to text my inside source.
So I don't know who's going to win this. I don't know who's the home. I guess Vegas would be the home.
Yeah. Florida's an 8 seed.
Aiden Hill. Both Boston teams got eliminated by 8 seeds. The Celtics
by a team from
and
Florida.
the Heat.
Yeah, from Miami.
I wonder if that's
Slash-
Portnoy's fault because
Well,
Portnoy
that's-
lives in Florida now.
Wow.
He lives in Miami. You heard it here first.
Do you
Hey.
think that all the people moving from up north to Florida swung the pendulum?
I don't know.
No.
Because there's a lot of people from up north now that live in Florida.
The,
Do you think their fanship? Whoa! Do you think it was the fanship that swung the pendulum? See what I'm saying?
I'm thinking it was because Brooks Koepka won the PGA Championship.
South
And that
Florida's
swung
hot right
everything.
now.
Hey, Florida is hot, hotter than hot.
In
Florida is back.
Miami University beat
Exactly.
Wake Forest in the ACC championship, didn't they?
Their women's basketball team made a push. The Owls, as we know of, made their
So
run in the.
Not to get political, but what does this say?
So everybody's back in Miami, but the U.
Hey,
That's what this says. What?
it means
What? Butch?
I was waiting.
what they used to call them the convicts.
Snowbirds.
The convicts are better than Notre
I don't
Dame.
know. Hey,
What was that? Convicts and Catholics
The
and
30 for
versus
30
convicts.
convicts versus Catholics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. Yeah,
So-
the U. They're back.
So
Careful.
everybody's back in Miami, but the U. That's what we can surmise from this. And I think all the Boston fans that were up north brought all their energy from the early 2000s, Patriots and Celtics and everything, down to Florida. And now they've reinvigorated the state of Florida with the Boston fanship. That's my hot take.
wish they would have gone west.
And we were talking about hockey there. So Florida versus Vegas. Who do you think wins? J-Vi, initial gut. Give me your
Vegas.
gut. Vegas. Okay. Butch P, gut. 1, 2, 3, gut.
Vegas.
I think the Panthers are going to win. You don't want to run into a hot goalie, Bobrovsky.
Yeah, but they've had time off. I just think that momentum's key in the playoffs.
I don't
True.
know. Yeah,
But rest for your captain. Your captain
I'm
can
gonna
be
say. I'm gonna say it goes 7 though. I think it goes
That would-
7.
that would be electric. I can get
really
on board with
do.
that. Okay, NBA final set. We've got Nuggets versus the Heat, team of destiny. I don't really know what to
I saw an interesting stat today.
do it. Michael Jordan is Jimmy Butler's father.
Actually, it connects them.
Larry
Miami,
Bird is Jokic's father.
Miami Heat and the Charlotte Hornets came into the league the same year, 1988 or something. Since that time they've been in the league, the Heat have won 3 championships, been to the finals 7 times, and something else like 4 times. And the Hornets have 0, 0, 0. Oh, they played in game 7 33 times or something, and the Hornets 0.
Holy cow.
Mm.
So
And
That
Michael
just-
Jordan coaches the Hornets now, and his son plays for the Heat. Or he doesn't coach the Hornets; he's the owner of the Hornets.
I was about to say he's the owner, and
But if you remember from the beginning of the show, North Carolina is a baseball powerhouse, not a
That's
basketball
true.
powerhouse.
That's true.
Oh, that begs the question: if there's 8 college baseball teams, and there weren't that many from North Carolina in the NCAA March Madness tournament, as the pendulum swung in North Carolina and the Carolinas, if you combine the Carolinas, I mean,
South Carolina has 3.
that's what I'm saying. So between the Carolinas, there's 11 teams in the baseball finals. Has the ACC swung from a basketball powerhouse to a baseball powerhouse?
Mm.
well,
That's
you
the
know
real
what's
question.
interesting in ACC baseball is that I know they've won several now, was that Wake Forest was the only team to have won an NCAA championship until like Virginia did it here. I don't know when did Virginia win it, like 8 years ago or something.
Yeah, it was something.
I don't know when it was, but it's super recent. And for that and that was back in like the 50s or 60s. I had to check the date, but we could clarify all that. But it's definitely that long of a span of 70 years, close to 60 or 70 years that the ACC did not have another win until Virginia did it. Now they
Sheesh.
played in championships, and Miami won it in the 2000s, but they were Big East then.
State of Miami.
But anyway, but yes, to what you're saying, I think the ACC is moving to a better baseball school than the conference than they are basketball.
You heard it here first. Jay, any thoughts on that?
I think that's right. I was trying to look up that stat that said the states and how many teams were on it so I could see what Texas had, but I couldn't find it.
We'll have to get Texas.
Does that mean zero?
I couldn't find the stat.
Texas has 0 teams in the college baseball World Series regionals. None. Tex, you care to fact check us?
Oh, Texas is back. Quinn ears.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, we forgot to do Texas. How dare you? How dare you is the Pittsburgh Penguins. They're in shambles. Quinn Bowers, QB1. The best dipping sauce is in Texas from a company that was born in Kansas or Iowa, whichever one it was.
Thanks, Tex.
Hold on, guys. I got some MLB. The Texas Rangers. They're playing baseball somewhere. All right. That was Tex with his MLB update. Okay, NFL talk. 49ers quarterbacks dominating the offseason talks. Trey Lance, Brock Purdy, all the graphics of how many quarterbacks they have. And
Sam Darnold, dude.
I'm saying, dude. You have to tell me. So, quarterbacks talk for the Niners dominating all the offseason stuff. What you really have to watch out for in the NFL is all the fantasy information. Fantasy football is swinging into high gear with June and July and August. So this is the hot season for fantasy football talk. And then the Chiefs wide receivers, also another one I didn't put on the doc, but the Baltimore Ravens, everybody's like, how good's the offense going to be? Did you see Lamar Jackson's happy that they're going to be throwing the ball more? And I'm like, that's the last thing they need.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need to be throwing the ball more.
Dude,
sorry.
You did that got you there.
Exactly. Well, the thing is, like, everybody's like, oh, he can throw the ball more. He's going to be, they're going to throw it downfield. I'm like, you complain that he doesn't have any receivers. And now all of a sudden they're going to be able to throw the ball downfield with not really having.
He's going to throw it to Andrews. And he's going to throw it to Likely to keep his percentage high.
Yeah. I mean, I don't, whatever. I please throw the ball more. That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be funny. Yep. I think it's going to go disastrous. That's the same thing. Cam Newton. Let me throw the ball more. Okay. And then your career ended. Like, you wanted to be a pocket passer. And look what happened. Anyways. Okay. Chiefs wide receiver talks. That's all the talk. Kadarius Toney is the number one, blah, 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 blah. But the real thing is Kansas City and Buffalo are in a battle to see who's going to sign DeAndre Hopkins. Because they're the two front runners. That's the
I don't
latest
think either one of them signed them.
Really?
Yeah.
They're the two front runners. I just read an article.
Who was the front runners again?
Kansas City and Buffalo.
Who wrote the article?
No.
What do you mean no?
I don't think either one of them signed them. Bills don't have enough money to pay him. I mean, he's going to have to come on like a vet men contract for the Bills to pay him.
What about
we're going to have to back end, or we're going to have to back end his contract, which is going to hurt us for signing guys the next couple years. We don't have enough money to pay him.
This is from Jeff Darlington. Chiefs and Bills are the front runners. Pro Football Talk on Rich Eisen show. Bills and Chiefs are the two teams to watch. Should both be motivated to keep him away from the other. So two pretty valid sources there, buddy.
I'd be very surprised if the Bills sign him.
Would you want Hopkins?
I would too. I don't see that.
I mean, yeah, of course I want him.
So
he catches everything. And he's from my hometown, so
that's exactly what I told my dad. We were talking about it because he mentioned, or I brought it up, that Hopkins was gone from Cardinals. And I said he was seen in Minneapolis airport, so I think people jumped on minute. So that's why I keep saying
they
Minnesota.
drafted a first-round guy though.
He's going to see the Mall of America.
Yeah, well, he could just be segued to another plane. Minneapolis is a big airport, so I think
he'd be going on his way to see
I've never
Yellowstone.
been
Probably
there,
a hub. It's probably a hub or something too.
So, but anyway,
whatever.
He's on his way to Buffalo, huh?
Via Minneapolis. What about the Cowboys?
No, we got Brandon Cooks. Remember, we picked him up.
Oh yeah, that's right. Somebody else for Dak to dude. I
What
saw
about
a
the
highlight.
Niners?
Here's it. No, we don't throw the ball downfield.
we don't either. We throw it to another team.
Yeah.
Right now, you don't even throw the ball.
Yeah, that's what I say. We don't know who the quarterback is. Just Christian McCaffrey back there running reps. I saw a video of Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask battling it out in OTAs. There was like a highlight of them both, like 4 or 5 back-to-back passes, airmailing wide receivers.
Jesus.
It was pretty fun. All right, I think that's everything. Follow us on YouTube, Rumble, Millie Goats, on Twitter at Millie Goats. You can I was going to say you can see it, but we're not live. On Instagram at the Millie Goats website, blog, themilliegoats.godaddysites.com, apparel at Real and Eat Outfitters at raeo.live. And then subscribe for us. Rate our show. Leave us a review. Tell us what we're doing great. Tell us what we're not doing great. And we will adjust. We're coachable. That's what we always tell us, everyone. And if you had a show, we'd do the same for you. We'd return the favor. All you got to do is reach out to us on Twitter or Instagram. Hey, everybody love everybody. Jackie Moon. Quote it. Anything else, fellas? Let's get tropical. Let's win a millie this week.
Let's go.
It's our time. We were close. We were knocking on the door. We've been knocking on the door this week. We've been hot this week, this past 2 weeks. So, anything else, fellas?
See you next week.
All right.
See you next week.